Hello everyone, this is a very special episode of Friday Night Slumber Party. Why, you may ask? I finally got my Victoria's Secret bathrobe. So this week's going to be a really long episode. I already know it is. The reason why is because I have it all written down right here. And well, brace yourself, there's a lot of Kylie Jenner news today. But yes, I'm wearing this bathrobe that I got from Victoria's Secret, and I'm also wearing my leggings under it. Because I'm on camera and I'm not going naked under this, guys. I'm just not. Let's go ahead and get to our first segment. Britney Spears was seen naked on the beach and posted pictures to Instagram of herself. You know what? I see this as like a way of her showing that she's free. So I don't know what the point behind it was, but the way I took it was that she's showing that she's free now. So you do you, Britney. So a lot of this is going to be old news, but you know what? We're going to go through it anyway. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet, who broke up a while back, moved back in together after 1 month of being split, and they're going to try and work it out, supposedly. Joey Keaton this week announced that she was engaged to her longtime boyfriend. What's his name? Stephen Pete. There's a lot of engagements going on this year. Lots and lots of them. I have no idea why. I guess quarantine brought people closer. I don't know. Last week it was announced Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas are expecting their second baby together. A lot of people speculated they were, but it was never brought to the surface until last week when it was announced, yes, they are expecting their second child together. Good for them. Again, this year there is a lot of, and we're just in March, and there's a lot of engagements and babies. Everyone's been wondering why Pete Davidson's been so absent from SNL, because no one's seen him for the past couple of weeks on the show in any of the skits. Well, it's finally been answered. He's been gone for so long because he's in the middle of filming a new movie called The House. I don't know anything about the movie, but right off the bat, whenever I hear the title of a movie is The House, it sounds like a horror movie. But it's Pete Davidson, so it's probably actually a comedy. I don't know. Speaking of Pete Davidson, he opened up a new Instagram account for himself. A bunch of people followed him, but then a bunch of Ye fans, formerly known as Kanye West, Ye fans got on there and started following him just to leave hate comments on all his posts, videos, photos, everything. And so he deleted his Instagram due to all the hate. I mean, I don't really blame him because I wouldn't want to deal with a lot of hate either. So now it's time for Kylie Jenner News, our favorite segment of every week. And this week, most of the episode is Kylie Jenner News. Kim Kardashian is officially divorced. The paperwork was finalized, and now her and Ye are no longer married. Scott Disick took to Instagram to unfollow all the Kardashian girls and the Jenners, everyone associated in the Kardashian family. He unfollowed. Everyone wondered why. A lot of people suspect that it's because Kourtney's getting married. A lot of people suspect other reasons. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just here to report the news and tell you he unfollowed them all, and everyone's really wanting to know why. Scott Disick was seen this week on a date with the Kylie Jenner lookalike in Kourtney Kardashian's favorite part to go and hang out. He took her on a date there called Nebula Malibu Naboo? Is that what it was called? Naboo? Which is apparently Kourtney Kardashian's favorite place to go and hang out and to do who knows what. And Scott Disick took the Kylie Jenner lookalike on a date there. Now let's get into some good news. Now that all the Kylie Jenner news is over, let's get into some Women's History Month news. A woman made history this month, in the month of March. Her name is Ming-Na Wen. So she made history by being the first in history, not just being the first in history, but the first woman in history to be in all three Big Deal Disney, is how I call it. It's called the Disney Hat Trick. She voiced Mulan in Disney princess movies, and she went on ahead and played, I don't remember the name of her character, but she was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so Marvel. And just recently she appeared in the Book of Boba Fett. So she's in Star Wars. All three main categories for Disney, she's been in all 3. She made history this month, being not just the first person, but the first woman to do all this. She performed the Disney hat trick. Yay! So, we got through all of our news. I thought this was going to be a lot longer than it turned out to be. But now it's time for our favorite segment of the week, other than the Kardashian news. Movie review. This week's movie review is going to be Studio 666. If you are unfamiliar with that movie is, you need to go and watch a trailer for it right now or go and see it. It was amazing. I have to give it a review of 4 out of 5 peaches. I wanted to give it 5 peaches, but I have to give it 4. I'll explain why in a second. So it's basically about the Foo Fighters. If you don't know who Foo Fighters are, they're a rock band. Amazing just band. Love all their music. And they're getting ready to do their 10th album, but they decide to film somewhere new, and they end up picking a haunted house. That's literally the description of the movie. I'm not spoiling anything. That's literally the description of the movie. So I highly recommend that you go see it, if you like the band, that is. And it was going to get 5, and it's definitely one of those stories, and the reason I love it is because it's one of those stories that it can't be compared to another movie. It's its own horror story. Like, I don't know if I can explain this right without spoiling it, so I'm not gonna, explain it in any way, except for it's its own horror story. You can't compare it to any other horror movie you have seen. You can only compare it to itself. It's amazing. So I wanted to give it 5, but I only gave it 4 because you can definitely tell they're not actors. You can tell that they strictly should just stick to singing. But they did an okay job. But again, 4 out of 5 peaches for Studio 666. Well, that's been this week's episode, everyone, of Friday Night Slumber Party. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did filming, editing, and getting all this news together throughout the week. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. And now it's time for bed.